Hey everyone, welcome to the Errant Venture. Today we're going to talk about Clone Force 99 and whether or not they took part in Order 66. In my opinion, I don't believe that Clone Force 99 took part in Order 66. If you think about how all the Jedi were and all the clone legions, usually Jedis were attached to a legion of clones. A group of them, not a group of Republic commandos. You had your ARC troopers, your regular clones. Clone commandos were typically on their own. They were meant to go into other things, do other types of missions. Thus, Jedi had their teams. You had Anakin Skywalker, who had the 501st Legion. You had Obi-Wan Kenobi, who had the 212th Attack Legion. Yoda with the 41st Elite Corps. So each Jedi typically had their own legion of stormtroopers. And where that comes into play is because in Episode 3, you see in the Revenge of the Sith during Order 66, all the Jedi, they're spread out. They're all over the galaxy fighting against the Separatist droids. Just fighting with them, it's their teams of clones, and they're going on against the droids. So when Emperor Palpatine, or Palpatine, calls for Order 66, he reaches out to all the clone commandos that he can to take part in the Order and says, do it. Or execute Order 66. And in all the situations that they at least show in Star Wars, it shows that it's the act of surprise, the art of surprise. All of a sudden, the clones drop back and they surprise the Jedi, they outnumber the Jedi, and they overwhelm the Jedi. That shows how each one in Episode 3 dies. They're just overwhelmed by sheer numbers of clones who are taking them out. Now, Clone Force 99 was not assigned to a Jedi. They were doing their own things, as other Republic commandos do. And because of this, they would have been behind enemy lines somewhere. They would have been somewhere else in the galaxy doing, special missions, not accompanying a Jedi into a massive skirmish. It just doesn't fit into their battle type. So my belief is that Clone Force 99 was not in a position to take part in Order 66. They were not by a Jedi. They were doing their own thing. And that's just how it was. Now, it is possible that following Order 66, after the droids were shut down, after things continued on, that Clone Force 99 was used to find surviving Jedi, hunt them down, either bring them before Darth Vader or the Emperor, or just eliminate them in the field and bring their lightsabers back as proof of the kill. So that's something that is possible, that maybe they went after the surviving Jedi. But the other thing to take into heart is these were clones that were mutated, had defects with them. Did they even have an inhibitor chip? Don't know. They acted differently than other clones. They had different abilities than the regular clones had. So because of this, we don't know if they had inhibitor chips. Maybe their defects or mutations affected the inhibitor chip to the point where it no longer did its job. So maybe Order 66 went out and they just didn't get the call. That's very possible. And who knows, maybe they also found out that, hey, we got these weird chips in our head, and take care of it, because you don't see that much of them. You only see the 4 episodes that they're in Season 7, and they're going to get their own show starting in a couple of weeks. But outside of those 4 episodes, you really don't learn that much. You don't know that much about their past, and you don't know what happens after Episode 4 of Season 7 of the Clone Wars. So we don't know what their chips are, if they're active, if they're not active, if they have them in the first place. But that being said, if they were tracking down Jedi, then they would be a force to be reckoned with. These are different than all the other clones. They have special abilities which might help them defeat more Jedi than would be expected. But the thing they have going against them is the Jedi are now on the run. They're not going to be as easily surprised as when they're leading their clones into battle, and all of a sudden all the clones behind them say, hey, we're going to shoot you, we're going to kill you, and you weren't expecting a damn thing. So at that point, the benefit of surprise would be gone, the Jedi would be on the lookout, and it would be more of a fair fight. But that being said, these aren't regular clones, they have special abilities, but I do think the Jedi being on high alert might make that more difficult for the Bad Batch to find them. What I believe they intended to do with Clone Force 99 is pretty much what Palpatine wanted Anakin Skywalker to do at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I think he wanted to send them out, or he would send them out, to go after high-ranking officials, military officials from the Separatists. Go ahead and eliminate them, get them out of the way. That way they can't try to oppose the Empire. Because if you remember, they're kind of betrayed in the Clone Wars too. Essentially, this is the Sith playing two armies against each other to take over the galaxy, and it works. It works. The Sith take over. Palpatine's in charge. The droids are turned off. The clones eventually turn into stormtroopers, or the next brand is the stormtroopers. So it works. But now you have these people who know the plan. They're seeing it now. And you're going to want to send people out to get them out of the way, quiet them, eliminate them. And that's what I think Clone Force 99 is going to be recruited to do, or attempted to be recruited to do, is to go out and go after the surviving Separatist leaders who could either ruin the surprise of Palpatine, or can out Palpatine saying, hey, this guy just put both of these wars together, all these worlds, and kind of cause a backlash at the Empire. So obviously we do have the original trilogy, which means it didn't work, but that's where I would be thinking. Very skilled clones, Republic commandos, send them after high-ranking targets, maybe not waste them on searching for Jedi. So that's all the time I got today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to stay tuned to the Errant Venture.